Welcome! Top 10 places to see in the Philippines to make your dreams come true. The Philippines is an island country in the Western Pacific Ocean. The region has one of the longest coastlines in the world. Due to the country's over 7,000 tropical islands, these islands are home to beautiful coral reefs and spectacular diving, wildlife such as whale sharks and dugongs, and mountain rainforests. Filipinos are smiling, warm and generous people, with flights to Manila and Cebu. Inter-island trips are easy to find by plane, car, train or ferry. Let's take a look at some of the places to visit in the Philippines. Number 10. Vigan. Visiting Chirasoglo Street area of the city is like returning to the colonial era. Horses cart down the cobbled streets and dark wood mansions line the sides. It is reminiscent of the magnificent life of many enjoyed at this colonial Spanish trading post. At the time, many commodities such as beeswax and gold were traded to China for exotic Asian commodities. Today, the port's main source of income is tourism, but its commercial history is preserved. Vigan has two hearts, a shopping centre in the north and a business district in the south. Tourists can enjoy several mansions, St. Paul's Cathedral and museums built from the Metzizo district. Number 9. Bohol. The giant orange eyes and tiny fingers of small Tasia act as a spoke model for Bohol Island. A short drive from Cebu, this area is one of the few habitats for this little primate. The unique geological curiosity of the Chocolate Hills is the second greatest attraction for non-divers in the region. Legend has it that hills like the Mughal Empire were carved from the stones of an angry giant. However, most visitors to the area are here to take part in the wonderful diving opportunities that the area must offer. It is a starting point for marine protected area off the island of Pangaro and Pamiracat. Number 8. Manila. This Asian metropolis is the capital of the Philippines, a meeting place for most tourists, and a lively opportunity to explore the old and new cultural frontiers. From the tall, glittering buildings of a skyscraper, tour the landmarks and a self-guided downtown tour around the area of the century Manila has to offer. Whether from a street cart or a fine dining restaurant, the food is wonderfully diverse and represents more than a combination of Spanish, indigenous and Chinese heritage that has been passed down to this island nation. Travelling to Manila is not a bad time, as there are nearly 20 annual festivals celebrating Manila. And just before we continue, if you look down into the box below, there will be a link posted which you can actually purchase my top 10 guide on the places to see in the Philippines. And so we shall continue. Number 7. Donsol. Located in Sorsogon, while with its pristine beaches, stunning waterfalls and unexplored caves, the sleepy fishing village of Dosol is the place to go to see whale sharks in the Philippines. They like tropical waters, and Dogsol Bay has become a great habitat for them. Protected species migrate Donsol between November and June, and their numbers peak between February and May. This giant fish is not afraid to approach the boat. In fact, they are some scars from encountering propellers. Number 6. Tagaytay. The majestic Taal volcano in the city of Tagaytay combines active and extinct craters to create a beautiful tapestry of landmarks. Like Tal is within the crater of the ancient Tal volcano, and the island in the centre of the lake is the crater of the currently active volcano, which can be seen hot and humid on certain days. Those who have been seeing the pristine waters of Lake Crater will be amazed at its pristine beauty. The long city of Tagaytay is located on the ridge and is known as a clean, laid-back foodie paradise. Tourist attractions in the town include the Punta de Santiago Lighthouse, St. Anne's Shrine and a large flower garden. Number 5. Cebu. Cebu Island is an island country in the Philippines and consists of the main island itself and the surrounding 167 islands. The capital city of Cebu is the oldest in the Philippines and has the second international airport in the Philippines. This city is a small but equally lively version of Manila, with many of the advantages of the same new, old, innovative and cultural city. One of Cebu's perks is Matcan Island, a world-class diving spot just a short dive from the international airport. Another diving jewel, Malapasuca Island and the resort, is about a 4-hour drive from the port city of Maya and must be reached by boat. However, it is often considered the best dive site in the country, so it is worth the trip. Number 4. Mindoro. Mindoro is an island composed of two different regions, the Mindoro Oriental and the Mindoro Occidental. Separated by high mountain ranges, the northern part of this region is predominantly remote and home to the primitive Mangaya tribe. However, the town of Sablayan is a great gateway to Koh Phangan and the pristine Apo Reef Marine Nature Park, so this trip is worth it for divers. Reservations are recommended as there are only one resort on the island. In Mindoro Oriental, the main tourist attractions is the town of Puerto Galleria. This is an ideal beach town with resorts, white sands for water lovers, jeep tours with group trekkers, orchid field, forests, kayak rivers and waterfalls. Number 3. Banyuay. Banyuay's mud-covered rice terraces are a good reason to take a bus from Manila to this unique indigenous city. The agricultural technology shown here was built 2,000 years ago and has been passed down from generation to generation. The quiet and impressive plains are a must-see, but the stunning wood-carving rice gardens make the trip even more rewarding. The old, rough carvings are reminiscent of tiki and are intended to protect the crop from damage. Tourism has brought the Western world to an ancient lifestyle and created a large tourism market here, but for those seeking a more authentic experience, the opportunity to visit a less touristy town where rice cultivation is still the economic centre there is. Number 2. Boracay. Endless white sands, colourful outrigger yacht rides and beautiful resorts decorate the island beautifully. The island is consistently ranked among the top 3 beaches in the world on travel review websites. Boracay's most popular area is in the heart of White Beach, offering the most opportunities for dining, adventure, shopping and public cheerfulness. Going further and more remote options are available, but amenities are limited. Accommodations range from affordable cabins to upscale full-service resorts, but the white sand beaches, turquoise waters and romantic atmosphere are open to everyone. And number 1, Palawan. One of the best spots in the Philippines, Palawan is an island state that stretches between the South China Sea and the Sulu Sea, from Mindoro to Borneo. Near the largest karst terrain with underground rivers, Puerto Princesa is the state capital. Busanga Island's Colon Reef is a popular diving site that attracts divers seeking to explore Japan's World War II shipwrecks. Another popular destination is El Nido, a town surrounded by towering limestone cliffs and its beautiful Bacuit Bay. And so, there we are. There are the top 10 must-see places in the Philippines. If you like what you see, please subscribe.